My name is Gwen Peterson. I'm a certified independent health coach and global director with Optavia. If this is the first time you've stumbled upon my channel, welcome. Make sure to click the subscribe button so you get notified every time I load a new video. And if this video offers you value, make sure to click the like button. Then if you would like to be notified every time I do a new health and wellness challenge or new little things that I roll out, make sure to come on over to Facebook and join my closed group called Gather with Gwen. So what you're about to see in this video is what I did as I ate my way on plan through Magic Kingdom in Florida. I had a couple of my clients ask me if I would document how I stayed on plan while traveling. So I combined my second day in Florida, that was when we went to Magic Kingdom, and then my third day that ended up the whole time being in the hotel because my youngest that I was there for, whose dance group was dancing at Universal, was sick in bed. For those of you guys that have followed my channel, you know that my daughter has struggled with digestive issues. She's done really well, and about 6 weeks ago, she got some sort of a stomach virus that kind of flared up some of what's gone on. So like I've said in my videos, we started her consistently back on the leaky gut medication or supplements through Amazon, and also the bromelain supplements on Amazon as well. And I will link those below for anybody that also struggles with health and wellness and needs gut health. So anyway, I wanted to just show you what my days looked like at Magic Kingdom and sitting in a hotel and how to stay on plan. So sit back, relax, and enjoy what that looked like for the next 2 days of my trip. And make sure to watch the following videos and the previous video of how all these days stacked upon each other so you can see how me, who's been a health coach for 8 years, travels and does my best to make sure that I am eating more protein and fat than carbs to try to keep my blood sugar stable, all while making sure to pass the churro carts and the popcorn carts at Disney and actually stay the course. So sit back and enjoy the next part of my video. So here's the overview of day one. So day one started at 7 a.m. I went downstairs to the hotel, got some hot water, and did my trusty mocha shake for my first fueling of the day. Then we headed into Walt Disney World, where we ended up taking some of the traditional photos from when you get there, started on some rides, and ended up eating my second fueling around 9:30 in the morning. So about 2.5 hours after my first one. Then as we rode some more rides, I did my third fueling around 12:30, so exactly a 3-hour break. And we decided that we were going to take a break from the heat because yes, it was 97 degrees and 65% humidity. So we, Utah people, were not good at that. Plus, the first day, our travel day, we'd gotten up at 4 a.m. to make our 8 o'clock flight. And then the next morning here, going to Disney, we decided we wanted to be there when the park opened. And so by default, we were up at, I think it was 6:30 to be downstairs at 7:30 to then get the Uber by 8. I can't remember exactly the breakdown, but those hours in Utah time were like 4:30 in the morning, and we had finally had it. So we decided to take a break out of the heat, and that's when I had a 5 o'clock fueling. So yes, it was a little late, but I had taken a nap, as you can see by the hairdo, and I did choose to do optimal health maintenance bar only because I knew I'd taken a lot of steps and just figured I probably could use a few more calories, which was actually a really good thing that I did that, because as you'll see in the next photos, I went downstairs to get a lean and green option, and like I'd said the night before, not really great options. So I did this pulled pork sandwich, pulled the pork out. It was not good. So basically the extra carbs I got from the maintenance bar could count, I guess, toward my green option, and then the extra protein could count toward the lean that I didn't get out of this really gross lean and green. So then I decided to add in how my life works, because I know you guys are interested in what my life really looks like. So while we were there, my son was playing his first ever high school baseball game. So my trusty baseball moms sent me some of the videos. So as you'll see, the first photo is the team, and then they started him as pitcher, which made me a little nervous, but I need to be a better mom, not worrying about how my kid's gonna do on the mound, because he doesn't normally pitch, but he has a really strong arm, having been catcher, and so by default he ended up striking out 4 of the 9 batters he faced. Then I threw a couple of the videos in of him hitting a single. And then him hitting a double. And then wanted to show you guys a photo of him in his new white catcher's gear, because on his travel ball team, they just had gotten back. We crossed paths. They were in Arizona for the week, playing baseball with his travel ball team, and literally the day they flew home was the day Rebecca and I flew out to Disney. And so this catcher's gear, I hadn't even seen him in yet, but his normal gear is black, and we decided to get him a second set that was white, because the white obviously is a lot cooler in the heat than the black. So as I kind of joke, his black gear made him kind of look like a Power Ranger or Iron Man, and now he looks like a stormtrooper in his white gear. So anyway, the game ended up tying 11-11. So I was watching all of this via Game Changer while we were in the Disney park, because we had gone back for more rides once it had cooled down. Then the next photo you'll see, I didn't end up taking a picture of myself having eaten I guess I just ate a bar, and that's a photo of my friend Megan that we were going on the rides with, where she was joking as she's eating a piece of lettuce that she was starting her diet with the piece of lettuce because I was eating so good while we were there. Then the last photo is of me eating in bed my caramel bar at 12:30 at night, because it had been a 2.5-hour stretch. I knew I wasn't going to fall asleep right away. So of course, if you're awake, you just keep eating. So that's the wrap of day 2 of our traveling. And so day 3 ended up turning into a bust. So the night before, when we'd gotten home from Disney and gotten settled, Rebecca was saying that she didn't really feel very good, but I assumed it was that she was hot. We had had her drink a bunch of water and electrolytes and things, but she just said she didn't feel very good. So the next morning, day 3, I had to have her up and down in the lobby at 7 a.m. so she could be at a master's class, dance class over at Universal at 8 a.m. So I got her up at 6:30 Florida time, which of course is 4:30 Utah time. And she was just like, Mom, I do not feel good. And I'm like, well, you need to make it over to that class. Well, I got down in the lobby, got her one of those Starbucks eggs and bacon thing, because there's a Starbucks in the lobby of our hotel. And she had 1. I ended up having 2. I just kind of was feeling a little off, so I thought I'd get 1 for me as well, and that's how I started my day. By the time I got back into my room, Rebecca's texting me saying I don't feel good, and by 20 minutes into the class, she's in the bathroom throwing up. So now I ended up getting to take an Uber all the way over to Universal, then getting all the way through the lines, getting into Universal to then get her, to then bring her all the way back. So this is a photo of her not feeling good in bed, and I've put one of my Propels in that Dasani water bottle that I'd gotten from the lobby downstairs. So then you'll see that I did fueling number 2 at 11:30 in the morning, which obviously was way later than it should have been. But with trying to get her squared away and get her from Universal, I was way off schedule by an hour and a half. So then my next fueling was at 2:30, and I chose to do the maintenance bar just because I felt like it as I'm drinking my Propel in the room. Then, as you'll see, this was where I was scrolling social media, sitting in the room, working on my computer, and all these people were downloading that turn yourself into a Disney character. So I just thought I'd show you my daughter Rachel as a Disney character, then my son James in his baseball hat. Oh my gosh, the baseball hat's pretty dirty on top. Then Rebecca as a Disney character, then my husband. And then I'm kind of liking the facelift that the Disney character gave my face. Anyway, then fueling number 4 was at 4:30. And then I was back down in that darn cafeteria thing at our place where we were staying. So the only thing that even remotely sounded good was this cheeseburger with bacon on it, and yeah, I choked down the beef. I couldn't even feel like eating a salad, so I just sucked it up and figured the extra carbs I'd gotten from the maintenance bar would count toward the carbs that I would have had in my grains, and moved on. I kept thinking I can't wait to get home and actually eat something good. And then fueling number 5 was at 11 o'clock at night, and I was asleep by 11:30. So as you can see, it was a pretty uneventful day, doing my best to stay on track and not choosing to go off plan when life was hitting the fan. My poor kid, we've flown her all the way out to Universal, and she was not feeling good. So anyway, here's kind of the moral of this story is life happens. Nothing normally works the way you hope it's going to work. And that's why my motto is just don't quit. Because I could have easily used that day as a day to go off plan, feeling bad for my kid, feeling bad for me that I'm stuck in a hotel all day. But you know what? I just chose to not quit because my goals are bigger than my excuses. Hope you liked this video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you can see the next 2 days of videos to see how this all ended up shaking down by the end. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.